Hey everyone, and today we're going to be talking about an exciting new feature that is going to be OrderLogic based rewards management. Now, what does this mean? This means that a restaurant, your restaurant partner, or your own restaurant in your restaurant group can manage the rewards for customers from the OrderLogic app. Now, how does this work? There's a couple of moving parts here, so we're just going to go from the beginning, from the back end, because there is some setup that you will need to do in order to activate this to show on the OrderLogic app. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go and navigate to users. From here, we are going to look up for a restaurant, and we're going to find a restaurant that we're going to be using for this example. Here we go. And as you can see here, we have a couple of different new fields that are going to show up. Now, this will show up if you select this this checkbox. So, show rewards management option. What this allows you to do is it will show it to your restaurant partners on their app. So it will be a new tab that I'm going to show you in a second. And then you also have OrderLogic app pin users. Now, this is particularly helpful due to security. So if and when a cashier or a server wants to add or redact points from a customer, they will have to use a PIN code that's going to be associated with a first and last name, so you know exactly who made the changes, so that way you can track that. Now, the PIN numbers, you can assign any PIN number. We highly suggest you assign PIN numbers that the servers or managers or cashiers use when they're starting an order, whether it's takeout or delivery or table service, right? And then you can put their first and last name in, like Susie Smith, and then we will move on in a second. The final thing I want to say here is that if you have, for example, an employee that's going on break or that is, that quit or you fired, you can click remove here, and then this pin will actually stay in the system so you know that it's been used before. Okay? So if you undo it, it's going to be reactivated, no problem. And then once you set all of this up, and you can do one user at a time or you can do multiple, it doesn't matter. Just make sure you click save here under the options. Okay, so now we are going to go over to the OrderLogic app. All right, guys, so now as you can see, we have a new section that's going to show up, which is called Rewards Management. Now, what this allows you to do is allows you to click here, and now we are able to search for existing users or add a new user. Now, I'm going to know that if we are adding a new user, all we have to do is input an email. Once we're done with that, we can put in a number. It can be any phone number. We can put our first and last name, and then we can add points right away. Now, this is particularly useful if you have customers that come into the restaurant and they don't have a existing account yet. So what you can do is, let's say they spend $100, and then you will give them 100 points for that purchase. You simply go and click add user, and then we are going to enter the PIN so we can know who created this user. I'm gonna hit confirm. And now we have our points rewards management. So here you will see the time of the change, how many points were added, and then you can see the little button that says credit added. Now we can also remove points, and we can say remove points, remove 50 points. Check number is completely optional. This is for your own accounting basically, or your own safety. So if a check number in your POS system is 4765, you can input that, and then you can put a description. Redeemed $5 gift card, for example, right? And then you can go ahead and click remove. We'll input our PIN again and click confirm. And now you can see that the changes have been made, and you can see that the credit has been used. That means we have a minus here that also represents how many points we deducted. You can see on top right how many points in total this account has, and then you can also add new points or remove them again. Now, you can also see the description. You can add the description, whatever you want it to be for your own records. And then here, if we go back, we can search for a customer. Now, this can be by name, this can be by email, phone number, whatever it is. Simply find the customer, click on it, and here we can see a couple of test redemptions and removals of credits, and you can see a detailed breakdown of how it looks for that. Now we can scroll down and it will basically be a lazy loader, meaning that it will only show up like 10, 15 different transactions until it needs to load more, okay? Until it goes all the way to the bottom. So now that we have that, this is a super easy way to reward your customers for their loyalty, and you will be able to provide them with some extra value and appreciation for coming into the restaurant or restaurant partners restaurants more often. Now I'm going to show you one final thing on the admin backend, so we will switch over to that now. So now that we made some changes to account redemptions, like rewards redemptions and additions, we can see those changes from the backend as well. All we have to do is simply look for that same user again in the backend, and we will go ahead and select this customer profile, and then we will navigate to Rewards Center, and here we see a detailed breakdown. Now this will also give you the PIN user that I mentioned earlier, and will tell you who made these changes. So in this case, we used the PIN code 8888, and that those changes were made by Susie Smith. And then you can see the reason why. This is basically the description in the app, and you can see if it's red, basically the points are deducted, or if it's not red, it means that the points were added onto that account. So you can still basically do you can still add or deduct points and you can put a reason why, just like you normally would before, but the rewards management allows the OrderLogic app to function here as well. So that is going to be everything. The only last thing that you will see is that if you have an e-store where you can basically sell your coupon, your gift certificates for your own delivery service, they will show up like this. And you can see that this was redeemed for $10 delivery gift card, and that will show up in here as this. You will also be able to click on it, and then you will be able to see how much they redeemed it for, and then also a receipt, and then if you need to resend them the email if in some case they deleted it or lost it. So that's going to be everything for this video. If you have any additional questions, please let us know, and we will talk to you soon. Bye.